Hi, my name is Alan. I work for the DeSoto Parks and Recreation Department here in DeSoto, Texas. I just want to give you a little perspective on how I feel about black history. I grew up at a time where segregation was prominent. Colored schools, white schools, going to a Dairy Queen and not being able to sit inside, but being told to go around to the window and order your food. Going to public facilities and seeing signs that said white only and colored only. Being in school issued books that were outdated and old, books that were handed down from white schools. So I saw a lot of segregation as a kid growing up. And I've studied some people in our past that have been critical to our history, people such as Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Medgar Evers, Thurgood Marshall, and even more recently, John Lewis. So people in our history are very important. One thing that I was surprised at learning and studying black history was Jesse Owens went to the Olympics in Germany and won several medals. And when he came back to the United States, he couldn't find a job. So I implore everyone to look up Jesse Owens' background, his biography, and see what type of job he was able to get once he came back to America. As a kid growing up, I remember my grandfather started a dry cleaning business. And one of the reasons he started this business was because being colored, which we would call at the time, we couldn't take our clothes in the front door of the dry cleaners. We would always be told to go around to the back and to leave our clothes there. So my grandfather saw a need for black people, so he started a dry cleaning business where he would do clothes for the black community, and we get in his truck and deliver the clothes on weekends. And oftentimes people didn't have the money to pay, but he would allow them credit, which they appreciated, and sometimes didn't even pay, but that was okay with my grandfather. That was one of the experiences. I remember as a kid, I worked little part-time jobs and saved my money to where I could go to a store. I went to Sanger Harris one day and was shopping to spend a little money I had, and the only thing I could buy was a belt. So I purchased the belt, and they put it in a bag, and I left the store. So as I was leaving the store, a security guard stopped me and wanted to look at my bag. So he did, showed him the receipt, and he let me go. So after I left the store, I was thinking this guy had probably followed me the entire time I was at the store and probably singled me out. Today we call it profiling. I never understood as a kid growing up what segregation was all about until I saw certain things, the white-only signs, or going to a Dairy Queen and being asked to order at the window, things like that. So, in my perspective, we've come a long way. Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, other people that have contributed to where we are today. And again, I implore you to go back and research your history, my history. I learned a lot from my grandparents about black history just from their experiences, picking cotton to make a living, or doing whatever's necessary to put food on the table, and things that we take for granted today that I remember as a child growing up. Lots and lots of memories from the past, and also looking forward to where we are today and what we've accomplished. So appreciate you listening, and hopefully everyone will take the opportunity to learn more about our history. Thanks.